It's going to be for the triangle exterior and interior angles. So to begin with, I'm actually going to go over exterior angles first, and then we're going to go over interior angles. So for the assignment today, it should not take too long, hopefully. But the first thing that you need to understand whenever you're working with triangles is that if you add all the triangles, so let me just do a triangle real quick. If you do a triangle, it's going to be my three angles, right? It's going to be angle A, B, and C. So, angle A plus angle B plus angle C is going to equal 180 degrees. That's the number one thing that you need to understand whenever you do interior angles and exterior angles with triangles. So that's going to always be 100 degrees. So every degree or every angle inside a triangle is going to, if you add them all, it's going to equal to 180. That's just how it is. You just need to know that. So today, actually, I'm going to go over exterior angles first. So this type of problems are going to be relatively easy to do. I mean, everything's kind of easy. That's what I always say. So you're going to have something like this, right? And then right here, where I'm going to be shading this area real quick, this shade area, that's your exterior angle. And usually they're not going to give it to you. You're going to have to figure it out. And maybe they're not even going to ask you to solve for the angle. They might ask you to solve for X, which is actually what we're going to be doing today. So if you look at the handout that's like linked into this assignment, you're going to see that the first problem is going to have right here on the exterior angle, it's going to have 4x minus 52. That's saying that this entire thing, I'm going to erase it. This entire thing right here is going to be my exterior angle. Now, well, I mean, I should be more specific. Yeah, let me be more specific. This area right here is going to be equal to 4x minus 53, only the outside. Only the outside is going to be your exterior angle. Now, also the problem, they gave us two angles on the inside. They gave us, this is going to be 65 degrees, and the other one's going to be 47 degrees. So we know two things, right? We know two of the angles. The beauty thing is that whenever you do this type of problems, every time you do this type of problem, the two angles on the inside is going to equal your exterior angle. Meaning, if I add both of my interior angles, it's going to equal the exterior angle. So I'm going to add 47 plus 65. So I'm going to do my calculator. It's going to 47 plus 65 is going to equal 112. All right? 112 is going to equal this too. Oh, shoot. That's going to be 112 degrees. But we also know that is also equal to 4x minus 53. So after you have both of your interior angles, all you have to do at this point is equal that 112 to 4x minus 52. There you go. That's all you got to do. This problem's super easy. Now I'm going to solve for x, so I'm going to do 52 on this side and plus 52, which is going to give me 164 is equal to 4x. Now I'm going to divide 4x on both sides. 4x. I'm going to divide 4 on both sides to leave the x alone. So I'm going to have x is equal to, I believe it's 41. Yes. So that's going to be my answer. So I'm going to minimize this as much as I can so you can see the entire thing. As you can see, this type of problem is super easy. You just basically have to add both of your interior angles and equal it to your exterior angle. After that, you just solve for x. For every single, I think every single question is going to ask you to do that. Yes, every single one. Relatively easy, relatively pretty straightforward. Now we actually going to move into interior angles. I think interior angles is going to probably take a little longer just because you have to do multiple steps. So if you flip over to your interior angle section, you're going to see that you're going to have a triangle just like this for number 1. Right there, and it's going to tell us that our top angle is going to be negative 5, what? Minus 8x? I think so. Let me increase this because I can barely see. I have it away from me. Oh, yes. This is going to be negative 5 minus 8x. The angle over here on the little edge is going to be negative 2x. And they actually gave us one angle. So this is going to be 35 degrees. The angle right here is A. The angle on the top is going to be C. And the angle over here is going to be B. What the problem is asking for us, they're telling us that we need to solve for x and we need to solve for the angle of C. We don't know what those are, so they're going to ask us to solve for this. So how do I go about doing this problem? First of all, like I said before, every single angle, if you add all the angles in a triangle, you're going to get 180. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do 180. And I'm going to subtract by 35, the number that they gave me. So 180 minus 35 is going to be 145. What am I going to do with 145, right? Now you might be asking yourself that question. Well, I know this angle. I'm going to highlight it. I know this angle is 35, right? But because what I did, I subtracted 35 to 180. Now I know that this angle right here and this angle right here, they both are going to equal 145. So I'm going to write it out just so you can see what I mean. So measure of angle C plus measure of angle D or B is going to equal 145. That's exactly what I'm saying. And you know what is also pretty easy? All I'm going to do, I'm going to plug in the equations that they gave me. So like the binomial and the negative 5, negative 8x, and the negative 2x, I'm going to plug them in. So I know that my angle C is going to be negative 5, negative 8x, then plus negative 2x is equal to 145. At this point, I'm just going to combine like terms. So I know I'm going to have negative 5 minus 10x is equal to 145. Now I'm going to try and solve for x. So I'm going to do plus 5 on both sides. I now have negative 10x is equal to 150. I'm going to divide by negative 10x on both sides. I'm going to get x is equal to 15. Oh, wait, negative 15, right? Because I'm dividing by negative. So I'm going to have x is equal to negative 15. Now, what am I going to do? Because I need to solve for what? I already solved for x, so I can actually delete that real quick. I can delete this, right? Because we know that it's going to equal to 15. Now I have to look for angle C. I'm going to have to look for this angle right here. So what am I going to do? Well, at this point, it's very easy. Because I know what x is, I'm just going to plug in x into the angle C that they gave me. So I'm going to write negative 5 minus 8 times negative 15. I'm going to multiply first. I'm going to do negative 15 times negative 8. It's going to give me a positive 120. Now I have negative 5 on this side. So negative 5. So 120 minus negative 5 is going to be 115. So in other words, the measure of angle C is going to equal to 115. Let me see if I can put the whole thing. Yes. Now I can delete that again. I know the answer for that one's going to be 115. That's negative 15. Okay. So x is going to be negative 15, and my answer is going to be, for angle C, 115. And that's basically how you're going to do all the problems here. I mean, I don't think there's anything harder than this, so it's just very easy, very straightforward. So that's basically all you need to know for this assignment. Hopefully this helps. I was trying to do quick so you wouldn't be waiting there forever. So make sure you have a great day, and I'll see you guys later.